You are on this very planet that Chukwokika Biafra created to his glory. We welcome you to another explosive exposition of the very fraudulent contraption, the very diseased abomination that the British created for the enslavement of the children of light. We have come to destroy. We have come to render asunder. We have come to decimate that very power of darkness, that very zoological republic, that very cesspit of iniquity and of evil. We have come that the blind may see. We have come that the deaf may hear. We have come that even those who through no fault of theirs, but as a result of having subjected themselves to a very disastrous educational system in the zoo, they have become stupid. Here we have come to enlighten and to educate, without any apologies to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo is inevitable, absolutely inevitable. The devil may try all it can. Those who go before them to peddle falsehood, those who go to work for them, those who are the workers of darkness and of iniquity, we can assure them that we are resolute, we are determined, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop this very invade as many times as you like, kill as many people as you like, propagate falsehood after falsehood as many times as you like, buy up every media space in the zoo, go and connive with people in the diplomatic circles abroad, eyebrow consultancy firm in the world, select some diplomats in the zoo and bribe them. Select those you send to the key countries around the world. None of these things you're doing is capable of stopping us. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter the type of chatter you have behind our backs. All those things you're doing is a complete and utter waste of time, because Biafra must come. There is nothing anybody can do about it. That is why we preach this gospel. That is why we propagate this very message of redemption. That is why Elohim said that Biafra will come. You will not fire a bullet, but Biafra will come. Because Chukwokika Biafra has gone before us. And you will hear what will happen to the zoo in weeks and months to come. This is 1 year, 2020. They will never, ever, ever in their lives forget. It does not matter what the enemy does, is irrelevant. Buy over Twitter, buy over Facebook, bribe the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, bribe the US Ambassador to Nigeria, Department in America. But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Nigeria is an evil entity, very, very satanic. You want to change the narrative. It's IPOB, they're the aggressors. I saw some women, was it yesterday? Give them their Biafra. We don't want to die. Look at murderers calling other people murderers. Can you believe such nonsense? The Fulani leaders, you cannot win. You cannot defeat IPOB. You people were the ones that established many terror organizations in Nigeria in a bid to overwhelm the country and take over the territories for your Fulani people. IPOB became a stumbling block to that very janjaweed expansionist tendency. True or false? Am I lying? You were ruling Nigeria before, doing everything you like, controlling NMPC, controlling the seaport, customs, everywhere you ever. Now, finally, because you felt that you subdued everybody else, now you can now march on with your foot soldiers into the east because you've taken over Yoruba land. Of course, I know that very well. You came and we said no. You can't come into this land to take it. Come and do your business and go. You said no. Now, because we defeated Miyetti Allah, you now brought in police and army with official uniform, official badge to come and kill people. And I also want to remind Twitter, because they're listening. Twitter, please. Do you know that in the Nigerian army and police, there are terrorists there? Are you aware that Nigeria actively recruited terrorists, killers and murderers and rapists, and gave them army and police uniforms? Are you aware of that? How can anybody, Yoruba journalists, how can you people in your infantile stupidity refer to Nigeria as having an army or Nigeria police? Or where are those terrorists that they conscripted into the Nigerian army and Nigeria police? Where are they? People without shame, where are they? I'm asking you. Fulani, you want to change the narrative? Of course not. They want to put the blame of insecurity in Nigeria on IPOB. Can you believe that? Can you believe these people? Can you believe them? Can you believe these people? And luckily, as God will have it, they are slaughtering themselves in the north. But IPOB securing the east are the ones to be blamed for the insecurity in the east. There is a clip I want everybody to play, please. Who opposed to them opened his mouth and said, I invited the army to come into Olo. There was nothing happening. Fulani, who opposed to them gave Fulani land in Olo to do Ruga, Fulani settlement. And we said no. We drove the Fulani murderers and terrorists away. Who opposed to them now invited his friends, his masters from the north, to bring in their army and heavy machinery into Olu to kill us. That was how all these things started. All of you have forgotten. Black people in this UG, black, you have all forgotten the Genesis. The same way that all of you that are blaming Boko Haram is a terrorist group, Boko Haram, what they're doing. But when Nigerian police were busy killing their leader and killing everybody else, all of you were just there drinking Fradununu. Doing betting on Chelsea versus Man U. or Liverpool versus Man City. Nigeria army and police will go out and commit atrocity upon atrocity. All of you will be there, you keep quiet. Any day, those people out of anger rise up and retaliate. All of you baboons and monkeys will start writing rubbish. Do you know why? Because you have no conscience, you have no soul, you're a black person, you are the embodiment of evil. Is the truth. I don't care who bans whoever or whatever, I don't give a toss. I must preach the truth. Black people are wicked. By nature, very wicked people. That is why you forget the atrocities that your police and your army always commit. You forget. In a twinkle of an eye, you forget. Our army, our police. Now listen to me very carefully, please. You are blaming ESN, whereas it is the same Fulani terrorists masquerading as headsmen that are responsible for orchestrating all the insecurity in and around Nigeria. Fulani, you have Boko Haram. Fulani, talking about insecurity in the east. Hey. Whereas 91 people were slaughtered yesterday they were killed yesterday. You have the guts. You people have no shame. You have the guts to stand up and be talking about insecurity in the east. And you're a senator from Kebbi State or Kebbi, whatever they call it. And 91 of your constituents were slaughtered. You didn't see it. You are talking about east. Fulani, who formed Boko Haram. Fulani, who formed ISIS in West Africa province, ISWAP. Fulani, who formed Miyetti Yala. Fulani, who formed Ansaru. Fulani, who formed these headsmen and bandits you claim are foreign. Fulani, who brought out murderers and killers and terrorists from prison and gave them military and police uniforms. It is you people. You have now spread them around the country, causing mayhem, abducting people from schools. These are the same place. Hi, these people there. Ha, Fulani, you think everybody's as stupid as you are? You go, you kidnap students from their schools in the north, you get ransom, you buy more arms, you embolden yourselves. You have the guts to conduct a live press conference talking about insecurity in the East. Don't people have shame? Anyway, you don't. Who are the bandits, or should I say terrorists, taking hostages of school children and demanding ransom? Are they not Miyetti Yala, Miyetti, the chief negotiator? Who are the people destroying farms, raping and killing their victims daily around Nigeria? Fulani. Fulani. You know what? How they manage to convince some of you is what I find astonishing, despite the overwhelming evidence. How they green, white, green in front of you, but inside they are destroying you, but you don't know. Very, very sad indeed. It's very difficult to sound presidential or to sound statesman-like when you're discussing Nigeria, because the whole place is disgusting. Nigeria is disgusting. They never spoke the language that they're terror. Why don't you now come out and say the killing in Oyo State is bad? We are going to treat them in a language they understand. Why not? It's only in the East. And Yoruba journalists, they support this junk coming from these people. That is the reason why they come to your land and they massacre people. Because you support evil. Tinubu has to be president. You people are jokers. That Biafrans are not in IDP camps today or refugee camps is because of the immense work that ESN is doing. And for record purposes, please, ESN is in the bushes and forests of Biafra land. We are not out on the street. All of you trying your best to link ESN with unknown gunmen, you're wasting your time. If you want to know how unknown gunmen were born, go and look at all the atrocities of the Nigerian army and police against young people in the East. You'll understand that. ESN is inside the bush, making it possible for you to sleep at night. ESN is not and will never be unknown gunmen. And without myself excusing the activities of these angry youths that have had their relatives murdered by the Nigerian state, it is the same Nigerian police and army that are complaining today that brought this brutality and lawlessness. And I'll ask them again, oh, what did those people do to you? Onisha, Emene in Enugu, have you all forgotten? Mbama River in Bayelsa. All the massacres you have carried out against young people in the East. What was their crime? What offense did they commit to warrant you to go to where they are praying and kill them? Nobody can answer that question. You think because you have money, you can bribe Reuters and bribe AFP and bribe Sky News and CNN and bribe the Yoruba media and all that rubbish. You silence us, you're mad, you are insane, you cannot do it. There is something called the internet. Even if you ban us here, we go somewhere else. It doesn't matter, our message will keep going. Our message will keep going. Nigeria will buy over every company in the world, and our message will still be passed down to the people that need it most. ESN is not unknown gunmen and can never be. But we know how unknown gunmen started. Every day you kill people and you go scot-free. Today they have gone to a Joffa's house. They have shot dead a young man there today. When his relatives rise up tomorrow, pick up arms and start killing police, you start talking rubbish. You'll be talking jazz from your stupid, stinking Zoom out. You'll be talking rubbish. Nobody has condemned the killing of a young man in Barrister Joffa's house last night around 2:30 a.m. In fact, this morning, early this morning. Have you written about him? Now, the family of that boy will be asking, what did he do wrong? Did he commit any crime? So his crime is that he's in Barrister Joffa's house and you killed him. Tomorrow, when his brother or sister will pick up arms and start fighting the police, all of
before you, proud to be a servant of such a heroic people. Today I stand before you to proclaim that our heroic youth in the various fronts have turned the tide of this war. They have smashed all enemy offensives directed at our destruction. In the air they have destroyed systematically the sinews of Nigeria's military might. The Biafran Air Force, small as it is, has stopped the entire oil flow of Nigeria from the mainland well. All protestations to the contrary by the British Broadcasting Corporation and Harold Wilson are mere wishful thinking. Our gallant boys are men tempered of steel. They have wrested the initiative from the Gawan enemy, and the Nigerian hordes are in trepidation and on the point of rout. The confusion of the enemy in the battlefields is only matched by the confusion in his home. Fight on, brave boys, fight on, heroes of our fatherland. Pursue the enemy, harass him, destroy the invader. March on, brave boys, now that victory is in sight. March on and hasten the disintegration of the enemy already set in motion. March on, young men.
The foundation for the liberation and independence of Biafra has been laid by this government, and it is very, very strong. We build this particular foundation of the liberation on solid rock. Are you not seeing it? We are not shaking. I am standing very, very strong, making sure that I'm taking the bullet that they are firing at Biafra people, because their target is you. They believe that once they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the way, they will come for all of you. That is exactly what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, because nobody is there to stand on the way for them. And they are annihilating people, killing them, sending them to IDP camp. I told them, you see this face, okay, deceive very well. To deceive you. The momentum of the Biafra liberation today have necessitated all the discussion you see. Everybody is talking. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Some of them claim that he was not fighting the way I'm fighting, but you kidnap him. Some of them are now addressing him as a gentleman.
But you went and they kidnapped a gentleman. They say, oh, he's more reasonable. He's not, but you kidnapped him. What were you thinking? All of them contributed money. When Mazen Amdekano was speaking, it was their headache. They couldn't sleep every day. Oh, Mazen Amdekano, he's destroying Alibo. Oh, Mazen Amdekano, he's doing this, he's doing that. Today, Mazen Amdekano is no longer destroying Alibo. Mazen Amdekano is no longer causing problem. Mazen Amdekano is no longer is the good man. He's the only man now that is very reasonable. And I have not even started. Because you see Woto, Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Agaku Nigeria Igwe. And you know the next level is by taking all their terrorist barracks, taking all the government houses. That is the next level we will go, because it is part of the defense of our land. These places are places where the attack against our people are being planned.
Onwere otu ọ ga-abụ ma gị ma ha nwere ike dakọta ọnụ ka akpa ihe ọfụma nwee nkwekọrịta otu a ga-esi gaa n'ihu.
Ihe na-eme na ndị be anyị wụ na ha na-aghọtachi anyị na-eme ọfụma. Ịjụọ ha sị na m chọrọ ikewapụ Biafra n'ime Nigeria na ọ bụghị ihe ziri ezi na iwu obodo ha akwadoghị ya. Nna ajụ ha sị ya ke ụzọ chọrọ isi imi ya. Asị na ọwụ ka aga mee ntuli aka elu, anyị bịanyecha aka atụcha vootu, aga na ebe a na-eme iwu anọrọ akpa ya ekwekọrịta anyị gawa n'iru. Njụọ ha ndị na-eme iwu obodo Nigeria mmadụ ole si Kano steeti pụta? 44. Ọ bụ mmadụ ole na-emekwe n'iwu a si Abia, Imo na Bayelsa pụta? Ha erughị sọsọ Kano steeti. Ọ bụzi ụzọ dị anya ka ị ga-esi wee nweta ihe a ibu n'obi ebe ndị ọwa anyị na ha na-awụ nọchiri egwu agara agbachi ụzọ nọchi ebe niile, efe adịghị, ụzọ adịghị.
I tell you, you know me. I got advice you know yeah. I tell you, you know me. Your friends they talk with you know me. You say all the story. I tell you, you know me. All I beg you know yeah. When the time is right, my brother. Yeah.
Land of the
na-agata anyị ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fee arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị iwe were iwe gị na ọnụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị kunye ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọpụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọ bụ anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri agha nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro dị na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ajọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe tịtụ ozu ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe emilere Goliat Chineke nna nke igwe ruo ememiri Fero site otu a mee ka Fero bụ ọgụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị anyị bi ka o wee taa akọkọ iguni ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụ gụ nwa bụ ekekere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị bụ anọkpa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama marakwa na okwu gị na-anọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịa ma
Welcome, Biafrans. Welcome, lovers of freedom. Welcome, friends of Biafra family. Welcome each and every one of you who have seated in your various locations this evening to listen to us on this hallowed platform, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We welcome each and every one of you in the name of Chukwu Okikabema Premihenine. Welcome you. We thank Chukwu Okikabema for making it possible for each and every one of us to gather here this evening. Praise him, Chukwu Okikabema. He's a great God, he's a great creator who has created all things and nothing created him. We thank him so much. And I welcome each and every one of you. As I welcome you, I want you to kindly welcome other people. Welcome your friends, your family. Welcome your neighbor and all friends of Biafrans anywhere they are. Welcome both enemies alike, because everybody is needed and must hear this message of freedom, which we are about to bring to you this evening. We are happy that you are always here anytime. We can never take you for granted. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate your sacrifices. But one thing is for sure, you are a chosen. That is the reason you are here. The reason you are here this evening to listen to us in this platform is because you are a chosen
chosen to see Biafra, because this platform is the only platform where truth is spoken without mincing words. We are not fearful. We are fearless. We don't recount the consequences of speaking the truth. We vowed to speak the truth irrespective of the consequences that may follow. We are not afraid to, we are afraid not to speak the truth. We are not afraid to speak the truth. But we are only afraid not to speak the truth. So I welcome you this evening. And I want you to share this program. Share this program in all the platforms you belong. Invite your friends, relatives, like this program, comment on this program. We need more people to join us in this platform, because this is the only sane platform that is left in IPOB today. And you must know that. You must understand the significance of this platform. You must understand that this is the last defense. And as you continue sharing our programs, as you continue inviting people to this platform, we never leave you nor forsake you. So I thank you for coming, fellow Biafrans. We have things we brought before you this evening. And this evening, I have mixed reactions, mixed feelings, if I may say. I am not happy that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is getting direct attack from the people that should protect him. And in other hand, I am happy because as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophesied, he said that the chaff shall be separated from the wheat. And it is happening in our eyes. Another thing that breaks my heart is that on Radio Biafra, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to destroy the zoo. Radio Biafra, where we all worshipped together. Radio Biafra was a place our eyes were opened. Today, the same Radio Biafra is being used to antagonize, to destroy, and to dent the image of Onyendu. We'll be getting there this evening. I want you to relax because you have a lot coming your way this evening as usual. And I want to remind you that this is IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Because here we speak nothing but the truth. We are without fear of evil. We are fearless before our enemies. We are not here to represent any individual, but to represent and to defend our fatherland, Biafra. Because for us, it is Biafra today, tomorrow, and forever. And if you are offended by our result, we have no apologies for that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide. And his position is incontestable. IPOB is here to restore Biafra, and we are not going to be swayed until Biafra is restored. Welcome to IPOB Western Cape Media TV, saying it the way it is. Like I always told you, we say it the way it is, without fear, without favor. We are fearless, and the truth is our hallmark. Like I already said, we are not afraid to speak the truth, but afraid to fail to speak the truth. So it is in our blood to speak the truth at all times, irrespective of what may follow. So I welcome you. And this evening, I want you to know that we are live on all our platforms, all our social media platforms. First, we are live on our Facebook page, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are also live on our YouTube channel, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are also live on our X Twitter handle, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Make a choice where you want to view us this evening. And remember, follow us on all our social media handle. You can follow us on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and on our X. Very, very, very imperative that you follow us, because we need to do this together. We are on this together. We cannot back out now, neither can we turn our backs on our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We swore an oath to restore Biafra, and we must restore Biafra or we die trying. But the truth still remains that we do not have any other hope. We don't have any other place to go. We don't have any other reliable foundation. The only thing we have is Biafra. Everything has failed. The Zoological Republic has failed completely. And you must know that. And you must understand that there's no amount of prayer that can make Zoological Republic, Nigeria, to work. There is no amount of effort. Every effort put in trying to revive Nigeria will be effort on futility. You are wasting your time. The only solution, and that is why we're here this evening, is to destroy Nigeria, that Biafra may rise. I want you to know that we are live on. We also our WhatsApp line is open for call as this program progresses. You can call us on our WhatsApp line, and if you pay attention, as the write-up are going under, you will see the number to call if you want to make contribution to what we have in stock this evening. I want you to know that we are our lines are always open for call any day, anytime we are live. So you can call us anytime we are live. We will answer your call, and we'll give you opportunity to make a contribution towards the topic. So I thank you for sitting here. Thank you for joining me. If you have not shared this program, I want you to share it before we start this evening. But before we go on, I bring greetings to you, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafra, all over the world. From my coordinator, Mazi Innocent Alia. Mazi Innocent Alia is IPOB Western Cape representative, representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in flesh and blood. Mazi Innocent Alia is a hardcore believer, someone who is working assiduously as IPOB Code of Conduct directed, working assiduously to restore Biafra. Mazina Sentialia has given everything that he has or that he could for this struggle to continue. We have no other IPOB Western Cape representative. And I want you to know that, because we understand that we have imposters. The enemies tried to create a parallel IPOB in this zone. They failed woefully, though, because we stood up against them. We defeated them with common sense, logical. We defeated them with the only weapon given to us by Onyendu, which is IPOB Code of Conduct. So, the enemy is still in our midst, roaring around, roaring like a lion, seeking for whom to destroy. Do not allow yourself to be deceived. Do not allow yourself to be deceived. As it stands today in this struggle, if you have not come to understand those fighting for you and those who are not, then you need to go to a psychiatric checkup. Something is really wrong with you. You can see them resigning and resigning again. You can see them tendering apologies for destroying or for trying to destroy IPOB. A lot of things happening in IPOB today. And I want to use the opportunity, okay, before I go on, I bring greetings to you from the IPOB Western Cape coordinators. Also, greetings coming to you this evening from the executive of IPOB Western Cape Zone. This platform you are viewing us this evening is the property of IPOB Western Cape. And I want you to know that this is the only zonal media platform Banon. You can't find it anywhere as long as IPOB is concerned. That is why I am proud of this zone. That is why I'm proud of the leadership of this zone, because it shows that we are men of substance. We know when duty calls, and we know how to answer to the duties, to the call of duty. So when the duty call for this platform, for IPOB Western Cape to interfere, because the IPOB media collapsed entirely. So we took up the challenge. Today, we are pushing, and we will continue to push. Nothing will deter us. Nothing will stop us. Nothing. We are here to stay, and we fight to the end with everything in us. We're not going to give up. Not today, not tomorrow, not forever. So I welcome you this evening. And that reminds me, I want to, after watching critically on the situation, or what is happening in IPOB today, I became more convinced that IPOB Western Cape is right after all. We have always been right. We have proven beyond every reasonable doubt that the decision we took to stand on the truth, to stand with the IPOB Code of Conduct, is the right truth after all. And I want to also commend the leadership of this zone. It shows that being a leader is not easy. A good leader listens to those he leads. A good leader is a blessing to those he leads. IPOB Western Cape have good leaders in abundance. And that was why when this confusion started, we were able to fight it off in unity. We did not allow division to creep in. Even when they fought us with everything, we stood our ground because we are united. I want you to know that today, by the event unfolding in IPOB today, those who are resigning and joining those who are accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, threatening Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those who call themselves IPOB leadership or whatever their name are, DOS or DOB or whatever, or DOS, those who have always been on the ground for ages, all of them has come out to prove that they are not genuine. But look at IPOB Western Cape. We still stand on the spot where we were when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. We are still standing there because we have good leader in this zone. So I commend the leadership of this zone, IPOB Western Cape. Commend our coordinator, Mazi Innocent Tialia, for listening to the voice of reasoning. Because as a leader, you can't lead alone. You have to make yourself available. You have to make yourself available. And that reminds me, one day, before the demise of my senior comrade, Mazi Emeka Ubonna, to the blessed memory, when all these things was heating up, when the plan to remove our coordinator was heating up in the zone, in the national, at that point, I did not know that what I was doing, because one thing about me is that I hate injustice. And I hate when I have agreement with you, you break it. I will never break agreement. And don't break it, because I will not keep quiet. So when we all took oath in IPOB and accepted the IPOB code of conduct to follow it, not to choose the ones to follow or the ones not to follow. It is obligated to us as IPOB family to follow IPOB code of conduct to logical conclusion. There is no exceptional. The only person that is exempted to a certain degree is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But as long as you are lower under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you must be subjected 101% to IPOB code of conduct. In fact, we are supposed to be the keepers of IPOB code of conduct. So when that queue was going on, I was speaking. I was speaking because I saw conspiracy going on. I was speaking because I hate injustice. Not because then I had no personal relationship with Mazi Innocent Tialia. I had no personal relationship. Not like now we have, I can say we have relationship. We have relationship. But then there was nothing. So, but when that conspiracy was going on, I smelt it and I wedged in. So Mazi, I was with my senior comrade one time. He told me, Mazi Onyebuchi. I said, yes. Don't stop speaking, fighting. Don't allow intimidation to stop you. Fight from your coordinator. Fight for IPOB Western Cape. Then I didn't know. I was just talking. I didn't know I'm fighting for anybody. But he said that to me. So when he said that, I said, okay, no problem. As long as it's the right thing to do, I will do it to the end. And I thank Chukwu Okeabiama that until that date, I have never looked back. I have never. So I think the leadership of this zone, the coordinator that we got Chukwu Okeabiama bless IPOB Western Cape with, who listens to those he leads, who understands that no man is an island. He cannot do it alone. He needs advices. And when you advise him, he listened. He could have angrily left when all this thing was going on because the insult was much. It was not only on his person, but to his family too. His wife was dragged into it. A lot of falsehood was trumped up, and his name was ringing bell both on Radio Biafra, both on national and everywhere in IPOB worldwide. He could have got angrily stepped down, but he stood because we were standing with him. And today, I am here to commend each and every one of us. Mazi Osondu was also very vocal during that period. You know, that time I was just new. I didn't know anybody. I heard that voice. I always hear that voice from Mazi Osondu. Thunderous voice. I think Mazi Osondu is one of those people that you must pray for. You must always wish to have them as a leader around you. Because Mazi Osondu is a man that supports both in words and action. Mazi Osondu does not also condone injustice. It irritates him and he voices out immediately. So, I thank every one of us who fought to make sure that this zone did not fall short of expectations. Today, I can assure you, IPOB Western Cape Zone, that you guys has proven that you guys are made with difficult substance. No man can push you around. We have been vindicated, after all, that we are doing the right thing and we did the right thing. And we shall continue to do the right thing. If you are a part of this family, Western Cape, you are indeed a man to be respected. And Chukwu Okeabiama will keep each and every one of us alive that we may see Biafra. Now, this evening, I have something that bothers me. And that thing is the approach towards releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It bothers me. And why am I bothered? The reason I'm bothered is, one of the reasons that I'm bothered is because I don't trust our politicians. I don't trust them. And that is the truth. The reason I said this is because They can do anything just to achieve their political ends. It does not matter what they made, what that thing is. They can destroy it. Everybody is speaking up today. Yes, we welcome it. We are of the opinion as IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime known to law. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had committed any crime, we will not be here today talking about political solution. You know that. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed any crime, the Nigerian government will never listen to you. In fact, I can assure you that by now, his fate would have been sealed. But the only reason we are here, where we are today, is because Nigerian government is the aggressor. They are the ones that are the guilty ones. Nigerian government is oppressing and persecuting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against the law of the land and international law. Nigerian government and her courts is going directly against our constitution, which they ought to obey. But in all these things, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is caught in the middle of it all. And that is why we are of the opinion that it is better to have a settlement. But today, let us find a common ground where we make where we arrive on something. But remember that we settle does not make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu guilty. That we accepted for political settlement or solution, whatever way, does not make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or portray him as a guilty one, as the Nigerian government and some of these senators are making it to look like. The reason why we are asking for political solution, or the reason why we are here today, is because Nigeria is a lawless country. If Nigeria were to be a lawful country where law and order are followed, we'll not be talking about political solution. We'll be talking about Nigeria government making restitution for their crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for their crime against humanity. Nigerian government under Buhari government committed act of terrorism, committed extraordinary rendition, committed torture, which goes against the international, both international and local treaties they themselves entered into, as they order themselves as signatory into. There is not anywhere, it is not recorded or written anywhere that you can use illegality to obtain legality. It is not possible. When it is illegal, it is illegal. When it is legal, it is legal. Nigerian government is illegal, has had in 2021 illegally abducted and extraordinarily renditioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. Today, the narrative is they are trying to change the narrative. I will tell you reason I am speaking the way I am speaking. I'm only trying to break the ground, and by the time okay, let me show you the reason. One of the reasons, let me show you this. I don't know. Okay, yeah, you can see. I know you can see this. Let me see if I can make. Okay. You can see this, né? Now, this news says Buhari has promised not to oppose Kanu's release. Rep member Ago Ocha. If you remember in 2021, when Buhari was still the president, under whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition. If you remember vividly, when the late Mbazulike Amaechi and Igbo leaders went to Ebonyi State to accost him and get him to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mbazulike Amaechi told him that this shall be his last wish, that he should please grant him this last wish. The late Muhammad Buhari, the impostor, says, I do not interfere with the court. Whatever the court says, I will stand by it. We are, you know one thing, we are very, very quick in forgetting things, and that is the undoing of black man. We do not keep record. This same statement here, Buhari made it in 2021 or 2022, thereabout, whatever. But after that, the same court ruled that the Court of Appeal ruled that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent, that Nigerian government committed acts of terrorism and extraordinary rendition, and you cannot build on something and expect it to stand. For the fact that Nigerian government obtained this man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, illegally, every right they have on him has been stripped from them, which is the way it should be. Buhari refused. Buhari government rather head to Supreme Court, holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in detention. I want you to remember that. In 2022, December, Supreme Court ruled that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must stand trial, even though it was wrong for Nigerian government to kidnap him and brought him back to Nigeria the way they did. But he must stand trial. Supreme Court directed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail and his bail ought not to be revoked. Supreme Court agreed that the Nigerian government deceived the trial judge, by which they obtained that they revoked his bail. They say that the trial court is in indifference to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's predicament. They ruled that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should go back to the trial court and see how his bail could be restored. Nigerian government under Buhari refused and rather kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. After that, he left office. I am giving you detailed information or detailed analysis how we got here where we are today. And also, I want you to understand the reason I have different feelings about this move. I do not understand the logic behind going to visit or going to ask Buhari to please let support or stand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or something. When just few months ago, the same Buhari was in position to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he refused. Instead, he passed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He passed the responsibility of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Tinubu, a Yoruba demon. Going to Buhari is a total waste of time. Going to Buhari to solicit whatever, it's like going to someone shoot you a bullet and you still go to that person to operate you. Ndị Igbo si, no mmadụ na-eje ka onye gbara ya egbe waa ya mgbọ. Nobody goes to, you don't go to someone who shot you with a bullet to be the one to operate you. That is wrong. We are selling ourselves more and more, making ourselves irrelevant, making mockery of everything that we stand, that makes us who we are. Buhari, or whatever his name is, has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that he is not willing to let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go after kidnapping him. Remember, it was under Buhari that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was first arrested in 2015. Under the same Buhari, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life was attempted on in his house in 2017. That prompted his escape to secure his life. The same Buhari did not stop in there. He followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down to Kenya, where he kidnapped him and extraordinary renditioned him to Nigeria. This is where we are today. Every effort in the past, when Buhari still had the power, because as he stands today, Buhari does not have
any power whatsoever. In fact, to me, going to Buhari is undermining the current president of Nigeria. In my own understanding. Unless if they have mutual understanding, okay, the president said, okay, you can go to Buhari, go and beg him if he agree. I will use my as an can. But if that's not the case, then it's undermining his authority, going to the former president who committed this crime and passed it down to him for help. Now I want to read the news. Why I am so angry about this. I am so angry about it. We need Mazen Kanu released. But you must know that we cannot be allowed to toy with, because we have a lot at stake. We really have a lot at stake here. We are racing to get our leader out of the DSS dungeon. At the same time, we are racing to defend and to protect our struggle. Where is this news? Now, the news says, let me read it so you understand the insult that follows. Now I'm going to read. This news is from Sahara Reporters. It says, let me read the headline so you understand the damages. I am sorry for Nnamdi Kanu's past missteps, utterances. Abia federal lawmaker begs Buhari, advocates political dialogue. Did you understand? Did you hear? If you listen to what I said, you understand the damages this man is making, trying to, I don't know. But did you hear what he said? Tell me, what is the missteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have Nigerian government proven Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrong once on any single utterances that he made? What is the missteps? Is it a misstep for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to exercise his right for self-determination? Is it a misstep for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to provide solution to the security threats in the Southeast that prompted the creation of ESN? Is it a misstep for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to try to restore Biafra? I want this man to tell us how he meant, what he meant by missteps and utterances of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I want him to understand, I want him to make us to understand why he is begging Buhari for political solution, when it is glaring to us all that Buhari is not the one in charge of anything but Tinubu. If anybody should be asked, or if I should say beg, if there is anybody, if there is anybody to beg for political solution, it should be Tinubu, not Buhari. Now, let me read. Mr. Obi Agocha, the lawmaker representing Iku Ano Umuahia North, Umuahia South Federal Constituency in Abia State, visited former President Muhammadu Buhari at his residence in Daura on Saturday to appeal for his assistance in securing the release of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. Did you understand the point? You were begging someone who was in the position to just utter the word. When he was the president, all he needed was to utter the word, make the statement, release him, and in the next minute, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. But instead, he remained adamant, holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against the Constitution of Nigeria, against the court order, the court rulings. Someone who broke every law because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You now going to him after he has lost relevance and has no more power left to make any pronouncement on this matter. You are going to him to beg him for what? Is that how to look for solution? Is that how to look for solution? That is wrong. I will continue. Carlo, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been in detention since 2021, since his extraordinary rendition from Kenya. Agota expressed regrets over past actions involving Carlo and emphasized the potential of a political solution to solve grievances and promote national unity. I told you guys, you cannot trust these politicians. I am telling you the truth. In everything they do, they have ulterior motive. They have personal interest. There is something that they want to achieve. And that is what I am here to tell you this evening. This man wants to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the aggressor. He wants to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the one who is wrong. In fact, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be the one that should be the one. Nigerian government should be the one begging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to take this further, because if things is taken in the right direction, or rather way to be taken done the way they should, this man you see, they called Buhari, should be answerable to this crime against humanity. What regrets? What actions? What is that past actions involving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Bishop, make sure this go. What is that action of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be regretted? What has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu done? Do you think if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done anything that this man you are calling Buhari today would have allow Mazi Kanu to remain in DSS dungeon without him convicting him and sentencing him to life imprisonment or to death sentence, whichever way that he wishes. I will read it. I will read. A statement issued on Sunday by Agocha's media team quoted the federal lawmaker as saying, for the missteps, utterances, and ill gestures of the past, especially on the part of my constituent and brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am deeply sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi. These people cannot stop to sell us 1 cent. They cannot. You know one thing? These people that are called politicians from the East, they can never disappoint you. Never. They can't disappoint you. I knew it. But I was waiting for him to make that wrong step. But I was expecting it to be maybe later. I didn't know that it's going to come this. In fact, listen to it. A statement issued on Sunday by Agocha's media team quoted the federal lawmaker as saying, for the missteps, utterances, and ill gestures of the past, especially on the part of my constituent and brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am deeply sorry. He was talking to Buhari. He was talking to the chief terrorist, the aggressor. He was talking to a man who committed every crime. Oh, we are lost. Now, let us continue. Let us hear what the terrorist said. Now, Buhari praised Agocha's dedication and welcomed his approach to addressing the issue. Hey, why wouldn't he praise his dedication? Yes, they are dedicated, always dedicated to drag the entire Ndibo and Biafrans through the mud in their quest to present themselves as the angel of light. They want to sell, they are ready to sell us or dash us to these people for free. Just for them to pose as the best house nigger. This Agota to be condemning Buhari government for extraordinary renditioning his constituents and brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He should be demanding that Buhari should apologize to the entire Igbo race and Biafra at large for committing this crime of century. This Agocha did not put in context. What if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu died during the torture he was passing through? What if the drug they administered on him when they were trying to extraordinarily rendition him back to Nigeria, what if that drug reacted and caused a fatal damages on his life? We all saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he first appeared in court. He was totally drunk, unaware of his surroundings. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was less or was completely nothing but a vegetable on that court appearance. What if something fatter had happened? Agocha should be reminding this terrorist Buhari that if anything goes wrong with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he should be held responsible. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had committed any crime, there is a way to do it. There is a way to go about it. You follow due process. You follow due process. The reason Nigerian government under Muhammad Buhari chose kidnapping and extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was because, listen to me, to repatriate someone is not easy. And it makes it even more difficult when the person is fighting a just cause. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for a just cause. He's fighting for the right of his people. And that is a just cause. If you see this, if you some of you may know who Assange is called, the WikiLeaks what's it called, editor, who was arrested for leaking some sensitive information about United States of America. The man ran into embassy. Is it Venezuela? Is it Venezuela embassy? Yes, in UK, where he spent more than 5 years. And in that 5 years, the British police surrendered that embassy of Venezuela for that 5 years. They could not go in because the Venezuelan government could not give them the right to go in there. While the battle was going on in court, at the end of the day, they obtained permits to go in there. When they got in there, they arrested that guy and took him away straight to prison, where American government demanded that he is extradited to America, where he will answer what's it called, charges bordering on, I don't know, all this espionage or whatever, espionage. Now, American government won it in one of the courts, and Assange appealed the judgment. Finally, after months and months and months of battle in courts in the United Kingdom, Assange came to agreement with the American government, because it is now obvious that he could not be repatriated. I mean, he cannot be extradited to America. Now, he was set free last week or last 2 weeks. So that is the power of doing things the right way. So Nigerian government knew that going through the right source, they may never lay their hands on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hence, they chose to kidnap him. Now, someone is going to, the same man who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to tender apologies to him, to please help me. I am sorry that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stood up to ask for what is right. He should have kept quiet the way we all kept quiet. I am sorry that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tries to exercise his right, he should have just kept quiet, just like we all have kept quiet. I am sorry that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stood up to ask questions. I am sorry. He could have kept quiet the way we all kept quiet. This is what this man is indirectly saying. What was the crime of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What was the crime of him agitating, asking for referendum, protecting the lives and property of his kingsmen? What is the wrongdoings, or what is that missteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that this man had to go to the worst enemy of Ndi Igbo, which is Buhari, who hated us with everything in him. He praised Agocha's dedication and welcomed his approach to addressing the issue. The same thing he did in Ebonyi State. He welcomed the approach, but allowed the court to finalize on this. And whatever the outcome, I will not do anything. But at the end of the day, the same Buhari made a 360 degrees U-turn to stop the rulings of the court in this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, I will continue to read. Aguacha, known for leading 50 House of Representative members in a letter to President Bola Tinubu, urged legal action for Nnamdi Kanu's release under constitutional provision. The meeting with Buhari forms part of comprehensive effort to swiftly resolve Kanu's detention and trial through dialogue, aiming for a peaceful resolution beneficial to national unity and prosperity. Do you think that this man, Buhari, cares about national unity? Do you think he cares? Do you think he cares about the prosperity of anybody in Nigeria? All that matters to him is that Nigeria must be kept one at all costs. And anybody who stood up to question the domination of the Fulanese, anybody who stand up to question the status quo must be dealt with. Do you think that Buhari, or whatever his name is, cares about doing things the right way? You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot necessarily give something that you do not have. So going to Buhari is dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, whom you try or you feel that you are helping. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu see this news, he will be very mad, disappointed that this man had to drag him to this mud called trying to foster political solution. We all want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. And we all agree that as things stands, there is no way forward when it comes to this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Nigerian government cannot convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything. Like I said, and I insist, that if Nigerian government had anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will not be talking about how or listening to anybody making any suggestion about political solution. And I am very, very, I am of the opinion, I agree, I believe that if Nigerian government had anything against Mazen Kanu, they would have finalized this case like yesterday. The reason they are stuck, the reason why this case is here, not going forward, is because Mazen Kanu committed no crime known to law. So going to Buhari, trying to foster whatever, and by so doing, condemning Mazen Kanu in the presence of Buhari, when it is obvious to you that Buhari is not willing, if you give him another opportunity to be president for another 8 years, he will keep Mazen Kanu in DSS dungeon for that 8 years. That is who he is. That is the height of hatred in the heart of Buhari to Ndi Igbo. Just like the one they called Reno Omokri. The hatred in the heart of Reno Omokri against Ndi Igbo is so blazing. It is so much. Reno Omokri is a very foolish man. Reno Omokri, he blocked me yesterday. He blocked me yesterday because I have always followed him, watch his steps. And I said, whatever you are doing with Peter Obi, I Onyebuchi will never say nothing, a jack about it. Whatever you like, say to Peter Obi, do to Peter Obi. It's your fellow Nigeria. Both of you are in the business together, trying to malign and at due order. Peter Obi is, as far as I'm concerned, is an enemy to Ndi Igbo. Peter Obi brought disgrace. I saw some people the other day celebrating, oh, Peter Obi cause for the news of Mazen Kanu. Peter Obi, I look at people, I don't understand. People keep disappointing me. I don't know. Is it out of desperation that will make you not to realize or recognize wrong when you see one? Peter Obi came to national television during the campaign and made a statement that Biafra is dead. Peter Obi condemned Biafra and the Biafra agitators, tagging this Biafra as a dead cause. Every pressure was on him to make mention of Mazen Kanu. He refused. He dodged it completely. He made sure that the name of Mazen Kanu did not cross his lips. Because he wanted the North, the Fulanese, the Yorubas to accept him as one of them. When in actual sense, they know that you as Oni Igbo cannot be trusted by them. They don't trust you. The reason we are serious about the restoration of Biafra is because those people that we supposedly sharing one country with does not trust us. They see us as a threat. They see us as expansionists. When there is no single ethnic group in Nigeria that can say that Ndi Igbo expanded on them. Not one. But when you hear them, they say, oh, Ndi Igbo, they are too aggressive. They are expansionists. They want to take what does not belong to them. They want to take your land. They want to do this. They want to do that. If you give them their father, the Amadu Bello said, if you give Onyi Igbo a laborer in a camp, he want to be the chief laborer. They detest that spirit. They detest that determination of Onyi Igbo. All of them in Nigeria. All the other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. Not only Yorubas, not only Fulanis, not only Hausas. Every other nation, ethnic group in Nigeria sees Ndi Igbo as such. They don't trust you. So Peter Obi did everything just to make sure that he was accepted. But they told him never. You go nowhere. We only wanted you to validate this. We only wanted you to drag Ndi Igbo to this. That is why. But if you think you can have it, you are a joker. Because of that, Peter Obi could not, when Buhari was still in power, utter the name Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his lips. He avoided it like a leprosy. Peter Obi did every campaign, everything he did, building bridges from Lagos to Abuja, from Abuja to Oshobo, from Oshobo to Alakija, from Alakija to not mention anywhere. He keep building bridges. But last week, because the call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has taken a center stage, everybody, it's not like it has become a norm that in Nigeria, if you have not called for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release, you are a direct enemy or a suspect. So Peter Obi had no other choice than to call for a release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What difference does it make? Why would we celebrate it? Why would somebody celebrate that? It is coming rather too late for him. So when this useless, idiotic Reno Omokri started using it as a weapon, direct attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I said to him, I warned him in the past, do not make mention of Biafra in your shenanigan. Do not make mention of IPOB in your shenanigan with Peter Obi. Do not bring us into your stupidity. Leave us, we are fighting for our rights. But that useless Reno Omokri refused to listen. Instead, he continued. Now, Reno Omokri in the past, you know one thing, when I said that I do not trust these people, as long, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would say, as long as you identify as a Nigerian, he loses respect for you instantly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if I come to you and ask you and you said you are a Nigerian, I lose respect for you instantly. Now I want to let me let me see if I still have this thing here. Okay. Now let me read something to you. What Reno Omokre wrote in his Twitter handle. This was on 18th of February 2023. Let me read to you what Reno Omokre wrote. He said, Buhari will lose any moral authority for keeping Nnamdi Kanu in jail in disrespect of the Court of Appeals orders. If he refuses to move against El-Rufai for treason, if a state in a federation issues its own legal tender, it has declared war on federation. On 27th 2023, Reno Omokri wrote, the next president should release Nnamdi Kanu and allow Sunday Igboho back into Nigeria. Reno Omokri. This was in January, when Reno Omokri was indirectly campaigning for the release of Sunday Igboho, but he knew that he could not, without also talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he rather used one stone to kill two birds. Now, Reno Omokri wrote those things, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Oh, Buhari failed to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after court order, after appeal court rulings. Okay, the next incoming government, which is Buhari, should, as a matter of fact, urgency, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it will interest you that the same Reno Omokri today is against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Reno Omokri is against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the impunity of one Nigerianist. They are like a weather. You cannot trust them. Trust them on your own peril. Trust them on your own peril. Reno Omokri is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release today. The same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he called for his release few months ago. That is what Nigeria can do to you. That's what Nigeria can do to you. So Reno Omokri is a clown. Reno Omokri is a useless man. Reno Omokri is as useless as Nigeria that he is trying to defend, though he's on the run, because he was indicted for corruption under Goodluck Jonathan. He stole a lot of money. Reno Omokri ran away from Nigeria and living in exile. But today, he is advocating for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's advising the Nigerian government to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison. So that is what Nigeria is. Now I want to bring something. Let me bring. There is something I want to bring here. A video I want to show you. I want to show you this video so you understand. Remember that the topic to this program says that no amount of blackmail can stop Biafra exit from Nigeria. People are not sleeping, mostly the Yoruba people. You know, when I talk about these Yoruba people don't understand what I see. I see a people so bittered. I see people so that the only thing they have in their heart for you as a Biafran, as a Igbo person, is hatred. The Yoruba people are the ones who, in fact, you know, when it comes to Ndi Igbo in Nigeria today, the only tribe that had or that is having identity crisis is Ndi Igbo. The Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo is having identity crisis. And it will interest you that the Yoruba people love it so much. They want to like make sure that with any opportunity for Ndi Igbo to unite, they don't want it. If you listen to their so-called regional nonsense, which was proposed by the Yorubas. The Yorubas made sure that all the Yoruba-speaking people in Nigeria are in one region. Now, when they came down to Igbo land, they now said that, oh, you know, the Southeast should be a region. Then the South, both in Igbo in the South, and every other person should also have their own region. But Yoruba people want to bring all the Yoruba speaking people under one region, but Ndi Igbo should be divided in all the regions in Nigeria. Just because their wish is that we continue to fight between us. We continue to divide ourselves. We continue to see our people continue to dwell in identity crisis. They are so much happy when our people, when only Igbo will look at himself and said, oh, my ancestors are Bini. These people are so happy when they hear that. They are so happy when an Igbo community in Enugu State, an elder will come out and said boldly that his ancestors are Igala. This thing sweetens the heart of the Yoruba people. It makes them so much joyful. It elongates their lives, their lifespan. Look at Igala, as small as it is. And then only will look at himself and his community and say that his father is an Igala person who migrated to where they are today. And, you know, it's only Igbo people that believe that there was a time they were not Ndi Igbo, but for instance, there was a time they are Bini people. But today they are no more. They have lost every trace, culture, spirituality, names of their village. You know one thing? When you go to those villages, all the village names are Igbo names. None of them has any name linking them to where they are claiming they claim their ancestors came from. If they trace their ancestors back to 5th generation, it's still Igbo name. Then you ask those a plate, how are you a Gala? How are you Bini? They can't tell you that. All they know is that, oh, we are, when you ask them, how are you now speaking? The dialect you speak is Igbo dialect. The names of your village is Igbo. The names you bear Igbo. Your tradition Igbo. Your culture Igbo. Your spirituality Igbo. You keep everything that in the Igbo keep. So how? He will tell you, oh, because you know there was a time our ancestors, one of them married in the Igbo. They married Igbo women. But if you go to Ijoland today, no part of ethnic group in Nigeria married in the Igbo more than Ijo. But none of them speaks Igbo language till today. They still speak their mother tongue, Ijo. It's only in the Igbo that we agree that, oh, our language was changed because our father was married in the Igbo. So now, why am I digress a bit. Now, listen. The Yoruba people are the ones who does not want Biafra to come. And they have not hidden this agenda. If you look at the role they played in 1967, 1970, you would agree with me that, indeed, Mazebuchi, you are right. You are on point. They do not want Ndi Igbo, Biafra, to leave Nigeria. Not out of love. No. Not because we cannot survive or thrive as a nation. No. The envy is too much. They are afraid that we may leave them behind. Because the only thing that is dragging us back as Biafrans or as Ndi Igbo is our entanglement with Nigeria. And the Yoruba people understand that as only Igbo, as Biafran, if we eventually restore Biafra, that it's over for them. The world will see them for who they are. They really are. Failures. Bunch of failures. What do they know? You cannot say you want to build a nation and all you care is all one party. They don't want us. Now we're proving it to you. There was a space. This space, discussion was going on, and a Yoruba man took a position to talk. Now I want you to listen to this Yoruba man and hear what he thinks about you, Onigbo. And only then will you begin to understand why it is difficult for Tinubu to let Mazen and Kanu be. Only then will you begin to understand that we are in for a raw ride. Now listen to this video. Why is it? Why? Wow. He's not talking. Okay. Let me come. Just give me a minute. This video. No. Why is? Okay, I'm coming.
Unity between, the southern bloc in terms of, the southern people and the southwestern people to form a united front. Because
Now listen, this is a Yoruba man speaking. A Yoruba man is speaking now. And I want you to listen to what he's saying. I want to see if the volume is coming out.
waiting touch A, B touch B, if care is not taken. You understand? There is supposed to be a synergy and a unity between, the southern bloc in terms of, the southern people and the southwestern people to form a united front. Because I said something on the speech yesterday. I said, God forbid that this Biafra thing becomes a reality. The first thing they are going to do is
did you hear that? First, he was talking about
the southern bloc.
Okay, yeah, it's coming out. Now he was talking about the southern bloc. Who are this southern bloc? The idiot was talking about. We Igbo, Ndi Igbo, are part of the southern bloc. In fact, we are the south, while they are the west. Now, he is now trying to foster or garner support of the South to form an alliance, because they are trying to form something, a front that will challenge the Igbo. And why he was making this, why he was talking about this front, this so-called South-South, Igbo in South-South was included. And why is it so easy for him to make this assertion, this demand? Because he understood that Igbo, the so-called South-South Igbo, are battling currently with identity crisis. They see themselves as separate people from the larger family Igbo. Like I explained to you, it is only an Igbo person or Igbo community or an Igbo elder or Igbo settlement that will boldly tell you that his ancestors were from different origin. No other ethnic nationality in Nigeria does that. Only in the Igbo. So they knew, the Yoruba people knew that this is the weakness of Ndi Igbo, that there is, that division is deep. So they are trying to harvest on it They are trying to divide us even the more. And they understood the significance of Biafra. They knew that Biafra will unite all of us. They knew that Biafra is going to damage their age-long agenda against Ndibo. So they are all fighting, using every mechanism in place to see that it does not work out. Awolowo started it.
In terms of, Southern people and the Southwestern people.
Awolowo started it after all. And today, his offsprings are carrying are championing it. But the question is, has Ndibo actually come to the understanding that it is a conspiracy and that their continuous denial of who they are is detrimental to their survival? Because the truth is that no matter how Igbo people or Igbo person tries to deny that he is Igbo, a Yoruba person knows he is Igbo. Hausa person knows, Fulani person knows you are Igbo. But because it is to their own benefit that you continue to deny who you are, while they are playing the game with you, they are dragging you far away and rendering you useless. And that is why a Yoruba person will have the mind, the temerity to make a statement dividing or rather separating Ndibo, a riverine area, from Ndibo in the hinterland. A Yoruba person understand this game, but our people in the riverine, the ones in the delta, those in the rivers, and those in elsewhere, does not understand this game. They thought that these people love them after all. But the truth is that they are harvesting on your stupidity to deal with you. So now listen, let's continue to listen. Listen. I will take this video. It's a very short video. I will take it back from the beginning. I will play it again and again for you to understand what the man is saying. Now I will allow this video to flow, and I will allow you to play again and again and again for you to understand, to grasp the reality or the point what this Yoruba man is trying to say. Now listen to this video.
Waiting touch A, he touch B, if care is not taken. You understand? There is supposed to be a synergy and a unity between, the southern bloc in terms of, the southern people and the southwestern people to form a united front. Because I said something on the speech yesterday. I said, God forbid that this Biafra thing becomes a reality. The first thing they are going to do, if they become a reality and they become a very strong state, we are going to see a mad move like Putin is doing in Ukraine today. Thereby, they will first absorb every surrounding ethnic people that they already claim them as Igbo. They will absorb them. When they absorb them, do you think that is where they will stop? They are going to extend their hands forward. They want to conquer more land. So there need to be a synergy whereby we are able to put up a resistance. Yes, we are at the forefront in battlefield with them. We are the one facing them directly, trying to. Do you know how many times I've been insulted, threatened? If I begin to post my DM to you, you will be surprised. Somebody just this morning I woke up to see some waiting touch A, he touch B, if care is not taken. You understand? There is supposed to be a synergy and a unity between, the southern bloc in terms of, the southern people and the southwestern people to form a united front. Because I said something on the speech yesterday. I said, God forbid that this Biafra thing becomes a reality. The first thing they are going to do, if they become a reality and they become a very strong state, we are going to see a mad move like Putin is doing in Ukraine today, whereby they will first absorb every surrounding ethnic people that they already claim them as ego. They will absorb them. When they absorb them, do you think that is where they will stop? They are going to extend their eyes forward. They want to conquer more land. So there need to be a synergy whereby we are able to put up a resistance. Yes, we are at the forefront in the battlefield with them. We are the one facing them directly, trying to. Do you know how many times I've been insulted, threatened? If I begin to post my DM to you, you will be surprised. Somebody just this morning I see woke up to see some waiting touch A, he touch B if care is not taken. You understand? There is supposed to be a synergy and a unity between the southern bloc in terms of the southern people and the southwestern people to form a united front. Because I said something on the speech yesterday. I said, God forbid that this Biafra thing becomes a reality. The first thing they are going to do, if they become a reality and they become a very strong state, we are going to see a mad move like Putin is doing in Ukraine today, whereby they will first absorb every surrounding ethnic people that they already claim them as ego. They will absorb them. When they absorb them, do you think that is where they will stop? They are going to extend their eyes forward. They want to conquer more land. So there need to be a synergy whereby we are able to put up a resistance. Yes, we are at the forefront in the battlefield with them. We are the one facing them directly, trying to. Do you know how many times I've been insulted, threatened? If I begin to post my DM to you, you will be surprised. Somebody just this morning I see woke up to see some.
Enough. Now, you heard it yourself. At least I played the video back to back for you to understand the game the Yoruba people are playing. If you listen to this video from his tone, you will understand how scared he is for Biafra. Those people that did you hear how he likened Biafra and indeed he likened us as Russia, because at least he's right for one thing. We are going to become one of the strongest countries in the world. And they understood that they don't stand any chances at all. And they understood that the only way to drag Ndibo down is to the entanglement with Nigeria and the Nigerians. He understood, Europe understood that as long as Onyibo remains in Nigeria, his progress is limited, automatic, spiritually. This is a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing. Nigeria in the spirit is dead. It's like a snail. It's like a tortoise. It does not move. It stays at a place. And as long as Ndibo get entangled with Nigeria or continuous entanglement in Nigeria, it will be difficult for them to rise. The Yoruba people know it. They understood, they knew what Ndibo is capable of doing. So, You heard him, he said, God forbid that Biafra should come. A Yoruba person who should have been happy that Ndibo, after all, is going to leave Nigeria for them and go and be suffering on their own. But look at him here saying that God forbid Biafra to come. A Yoruba person. He likened Biafra to Russia and Putin. That if Biafra should come and become strong, that is going to be like Putin, who will go to all this. When he made this comment that when he said, at least there has not been a day any woman come out in the world, in any space, to claim that communities that are not Igbo communities are Igbo community. So when you hear him say that they will go for and try to claim and absorb all these Igbo communities they claim to be Igbo community, I want you to know that these people understood when we say we will never leave any of our people behind. They understood that language. They know that the Igbo person cannot say something he cannot do. So he's afraid already that even if Biafra should break away today from Nigeria without those Ndibo in other states, that Ndibo will surely come for them when it's time. You know. So he's now shaking. He's shivering. He doesn't want that. He's scared of Biafra becoming a strong nation. He is scared that Biafra will go for the people that there are people that is left outside Biafra. He understood that when Biafra becomes a nation, that Nigeria as a country cannot withstand Biafra in any ramification. He understood that. They understood the spiritual representation of Biafra. They knew that Biafra is going to mean that Ndibo will regain their lost selves. So they don't want it. Look at how he's crying for something that is not his. You are not only Igbo. You are not a Biafra. But Biafra is giving you sleepless nights. The other time, the same space, I played a video of a Yoruba girl who said that he lives abroad. He came to a space and said that because of Biafra, she cannot sleep anymore. She said it. She cannot sleep anymore because of Biafra. The question is, why the Yorubas? Why? Why are they so much afraid of this Biafra? Why? After all, they are not going to be part of it. They are going to remain in their almighty Nigeria and allow Ndibo and the Biafrans to go and become their own country. But the Yoruba people are scared. Tinubu is not left behind. Tinubu is also scared. He understood the meaning of leaving Nnamdi Kanu and allowing him to go. It means that Biafra is coming. And whether he likes it or not, Biafra will come. The point is that the Yoruba people cannot determine or stop Biafra. They will keep crying and Biafra is going. They can't stop it. No amount of blackmail. If you like, say that Biafra is going to become whatever, it's not a problem. But I know that if Biafra should come tomorrow, even the Yoruba people should be pleased, happy to be admitted into Biafra. I know. All of them will be crawling, begging to be part of Biafra, but it is never going to be possible. They must go and have their country where they will be eating each other. Because in Biafra, we are going to live without envy. So that is what you have. Now, there is the video. Now, I have another video I want to show us. And this video is going to be I don't know. But listen, let me bring the video. Let me bring the video.
That time they came back. Is now they came.
Now listen, dear friends. This video you're about to watch is rather unfortunate. It's not okay. It's rather unfortunate, but I must play it. It doesn't matter. It is unfortunate, but I must play it. I must. But I want you to know the video you're about to watch is a program held on Radio Biafra by Jonathan Chinedu. Now I want you to listen and hear for yourself. I want you to listen and hear for yourself. Then we see how it goes.
That time they came back. Is now they came back saying no fair trial. Now they say according to law, whether Article 17, you can go for negotiation. I'm asking Biafrans, a lawyer that is not talking with the movement. Please listen to me attentively. Barrister Jimako is not talking to any member of the DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He is there because of IPOB. The barrister that is in charge is not talking to any member of the DOS, but he's initiating negotiation. Tell me what type of negotiation? It's just
now. When we started telling Biafrans that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has severed any relationship he had with these people in the past, has cut them off completely. And would you blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for taking such decision? No. These people has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that they do not take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The first red flag was the first order Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave. Allows Mazi Simon Eba, give him slot. I want him to be broadcasting on Radio Biafra. these people refused to carry out that order, telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he has no right to give them such order. And they are the ones who will decide whether they should give Simon Ekpa slot or not. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kept it aside. Then another opportunity presented. Sit at home. Sit at home came. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no, don't do that. They went ahead with sit at home. So every order that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave to these people, they refused to carry them out. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decided that it's all right. After all, let them go ahead, do whatever they like, fight this battle the way they want to fight about it. Let me see how they're going to do about it. Let me face myself and how I'm going to gain freedom and come out. But these people you see on Radio Biafra today, they kept dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, dragging IPOB, dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's immediate family, dragging everything that has to do with him, making sure that they dent image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said something before when I noticed the plan. I told people in this program, on this platform, I said, these people, Chinasa Nworu and co, they are gathering people that will attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he comes out. Because they understood that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fed up with them. They have broke every law in IPOB. They have bastardized IPOB code of conduct. They have destroyed everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place. So they understood this thing. So they began to gather people, the ignorant people, the fools, who does not have thinking faculty to know that, oh, these people are not following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's directive in doing things. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give them order, they will rather do what they want to do. But they will come to IPOB and tell you, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is who we are following. Whatever he says goes. But in their actions, they are showing you that they don't care about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They fought with everybody that identified with or that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu worked with in the past. They are fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's current legal team because they faulted and disagree with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for sacking Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Michael Zokome. So because of that, they declared a war against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team. Chinasa Nworu came to Radio Biafra to say that Nigerian government spared Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life. That if they wanted to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they would have killed him and nothing will happen. Highest, we will protest for 2 months. And after that, everybody will go back to their home. That is the price of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Chinasa Nworu and these hooligans that call themselves DOS and their touts. Your leader, who told you that if I go anywhere and in Nigeria, and anything happened to me, burn down Nigeria. And that day he said this thing, Chinas and Woru was jubilating, jumping, saying, oh, hell, Biafra, when you die, we die. Whatever you say, we do, we do. Oh, hell, Biafra, IPOB, one family. But when reality hit him, they all denied. Chinas and Woru said that Nigerian government is merciful. That they should have fired Onyendu. After all, we can only protest for two months, and we forgot about Onyendu, and everybody move on. When the only reason Nigerian government did not end up buying Onyendu is because they are afraid of the consequences of neutralizing this man. They don't know. So now, when Tinas and Woru made that statement, Nigerian government started to regret. Oh, we would have bought this man and nothing would have happened. No. So we actually missed this opportunity. And now they'll be waiting for another opportunity. Maybe Abiola style. Because Chinas and Woru has given them the expo that nothing will happen. But I thank to Abiyama that Chinas and Woru and his hooligans, his cabals are no more nobody's taking them serious. Not Nigerian government, not people in Biafra land, nobody, not the IPOBs. Nobody is taking Chinas and Woru them serious anymore. The only person that speaks and the whole world listens today is the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Men in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He's the only one that speaks. He's the only one that the reason Onyendu is still alive is because of him. The reason Nigerian government is afraid to touch Onyendu is because of Mazi Simon Ekpa. So they have come to understand that, oh, Mazi Nkana has somebody after all. He still has people after all. So we must tread with care. Nothing should go wrong with him. Or else, we are doomed. So these people you see here, after deceiving Biafrans, that they are taking order from Onyendu, today, they have changed to something else. Truth is coming out. Now let us listen to what he has to say, because indeed, he has a lot to say.
Just to compromise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On our way, just come out first. Do you see this? Nah, let me come out first. Okay, Ben Sobuno. I'm talking it here. Mark today's date. Let me come out first. Do you think that Nigeria dealing with you? Nigeria you are dealing with is stupid? Owazirike went and came back. Where is Owazirike today in Biafra struggle? They gave him now the chart of his. Nigeria now gave Owazirike a chart of doing his own Biafra. Every year he do Biafra this thing. They pump you money. Money is not the problem. He will, so uniform. People come and do march pass to raise our people's sentiment, because Nigerian government, they now know that our people are highly sentimental. When things are going wrong, they don't recognize.
Jonathan Chinedu, this imbecile, is comparing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu side by side with Owazirike. And that is what Chinas and Woru, Chike Dozia, and Co. told him. They told him to come on Radio Biafra and accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this time directly. You know, before, for years, they have been attacking Onyendu indirectly. Let me tell you something. You see this attack on Simon Ekpa from beginning, it has always been Onyendu was a target. Simon Ekpa was just a decoy. They were using Simon Ekpa to get to Onyendu. But the actual person they were targeting is Onyendu. Because the truth, just like Chibuze Guatu had said, they believe that Onyendu is working with Simon Ekpa. If he's not working with Simon Ekpa, why would he tell them to give Simon Ekpa a slot on Radio Biafra? So because of that, they believe that he's working with Simon Ekpa. Then remember, there was another letter, I think 11 command that came from Onyendu, where he said, number one, don't respond to Simon Ekpa no matter what. These things brought them to a position where they are today. That Onyendu is working with Simon Ekpa. So they were still growing wings. So they mastered a plan, attack Onyendu through Simon Ekpa. Attack Onyendu through Simon Ekpa. Now they started attacking Simon Ekpa, but the actual person they were trying to get to is Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. But today, when they found out that it's not working anymore, they have come out in open to attack Onyendu. Now he's telling you that this that they don't accept it. But if you tell this fool Chinedu, this Jonathan Chinedu, this fool, if you tell him to go to DSS dungeon and spend just a night, he will deny his father, his mother, his children, his wife, even his unborn children, he will deny them, just to make sure that he did not go there. But look at him talking to a man who has spent 3 terrible years in a solitary confinement in DSS dungeon. Look at him talking to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without respect. He has lost every respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has lost every respect for what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents. They are doing this thing because IPOB has not come to a stage where you pay for every insubordination, for every misconduct, for every misyanning, for everything you do, you have to get prizes for that. That is why anybody can come on Radio Biafra, sit behind the same Radio Biafra that Onyendu sat on to accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrongly. You are comparing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a non-saboteur, Owazurike, someone who sold Biafra. So now you are saying, oh, Owazurike sold Biafra, so now you want to also sell Biafra. You are comparing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has, if you calculate the years Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spent in detention because of Biafra, it is 5 good years. 2 years in 2017, 3 years now, which made it 5 good years in detention because of Biafra. And it is not enough for you to give him that respect. That respect, because if he wants to sell out, he would have sold out a long time ago. If he wants to sell out, Owazurike did not spend 6 months and he sold out. But here, a man has spent 5 years. What else do you expect from this man? Before you know that he is as tough as a still, and he will never disappoint you, just like he said. But because Chinas and Woru sent you, you are talking. Let's continue here listening to what he is saying against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Only just come out and do whoa, hey, now, hey, without you thinking critically. You know the worst thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did? To raise up people like us. Most us know, now this struggle. People that are thinking critically. The way you are seeing things and shouting is not the way. We go to that saying, now, what is this?
I agree with you. The worst mistake of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is raising people like you. You are right. That was the worst mistake that he made. Raising people like, what is his name? Chinedu. Jonathan Chinedu. Just give me, this thing has left the screen.
That time they came back, people come and do much past.
Yeah. I agree with him on that. The worst thing, that mistake that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made was raising people like Chinedu Jonathan, Chinasa Nworu, Chike Dozie, and all their likes. Men without brain, empty souls, empty brain. Men that are devoid of critical thinking. That was the greatest mistake that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made. I've come here to ask this question severally. How did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu end up with these people? How could he, a man, a sound mind like him, a man that is so tough, determined, how could he end up with such people? Then it brings me to the answer that, oh, Chukwu Okike wanted to put these people to him so that he could learn, because the journey is far. Without all these things, all these individuals, how would Mazi Kanu would have known? Look at, go to the history. Talk about from the day Mazi Kanu started this fighting create IPOB. Where are all those people? Where are they? All the people that he started IPOB with, where are they? They are all gone. They sold out. All of them. Not one left. All of them are sold out, and they are disgraced out of the struggle. Today, they are praying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu failed to restore Biafra. But in their widest dream, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will restore Biafra. He has Mazi Simon Ekpa. And Mazi Simon Ekpa has built tough individuals, determined individuals, true freedom fighters, who he has prepared, waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Not these morons called Chinedu Jonathan. Jonathan Chinedu. Useless, Idiotic Nza. He look at himself as Nza, and he look at the ego flying, soaring, and he thinks he can fly in the same altitude. I pity him. Let us continue to listen to the useless Jonathan Chinedu mouthing nonsense.
To raise our people's sentiments, because Nigerian government, they now know that our people are highly sentimental. When things are going wrong, they don't recognize. Only just come out and do whoa, hey, now, hey, without you thinking critically. You know the worst thing Mazen Amdekano did? To raise up people like us. Most stars no, not this struggle. People that are thinking critically. The way you are seeing things and shouting is not the way. We go to that saying, now what is this? We reason it critically. So that people, you see, if Wazirike call for Biafra, this and that, people are still following him today. Am I wrong or am I right? Why do you think so? Because those people genuinely, they believe Wazirike still have that this thing. Because he can gather people, share rice, call brass band. Hey, Nasi Biafra for that day. That is the blueprint of Nigeria to give that has given to him. He got it when he was in jail. For your information, because this struggle, no person should come and rubbish it for us. I will read all the story, all the praises, this and that.
He was listen to him. Let somebody come on and rubbish this struggle for us. A very old story, old praises. Who do you think he was talking to? He was referring to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Not after you sold out. Oh, you come, and when you come out, you tell us now to wait. No one can say me now. Then we'll be looking at, we'll be saying yes, still looking at you with the same eyes, not knowing that you have sold out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now nobody in the eyes of these people. Quite a pity. It is heartbreaking, though, that we are here discussing this. It is quite unfortunate that me and you are here listening to these people talking down on a man that we hold so high. This man, accusing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that, look, he's sending a message, a direct message to Mazen Kanu that, look, if you come out of DSS dungeon, we're not going to listen to you. You better stay there. Oh my God. Better stay there. Don't come out and distrust sporting for us. This popularity we are still enjoying, we like it. After at least every time now, I know I come on Radio Biafra and make noise, and people will clap for me. I like it. Don't come out. Stay in DSS dungeon. Oh my God. Hey, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Forgive. Jonathan Chinedu is telling Mazin and Kanu to stay in DSS dungeon. Don't come out here and spoil things for us. We not go look at you. We will not look at you. We will not forget about the old story. Forget about the praises. Forget about the record. We will not. We will fight you. That is what the message that Chinedu Jonathan is sending to the supreme leader of the DJ people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Nza. Nza. Who think he can fly with the eagle? Let us continue.
We cannot allow it. Oh, kwa ihe jiko na ekwu ya na anwo. Ka ono na angakwa nti, na egekwe nti. Oh, when we say we are awakening, all these things are
awakening. We are listening.
Are you hearing me? Owazirike is through jail that he was compromised. When he come out, he started doing Biafra in Nigeria way.
And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu also is going to do the same thing. Excuse me. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is going to do the same thing. So now they are reminding you that, listen, Owazirike was in jail when he sold out. Now Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is going to also sell out. So as you are coming out, bear it in mind that we are not going to listen to you. So the best thing for you to do is to stay in DSS dungeon.
I said the worst thing Mazin Nnamdi Kanu did is to gather us everywhere in the world. You don't know people that can also checkmate him.
Checkmate Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, he said. So Jonathan Chinedu and the so-called DOS, their duty in IPOB is to checkmate Onyendu Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, better. The reason Mazin Nnamdi Kanu created the structure, what's it called? The structure of DOS is to checkmate him. Chinedu Jonathan or Jonathan Chinedu, whichever way, is here reminding Onyendu now. Chinedu Jonathan is here to checkmate Onyendu. It's a pity. And let's continue.
People, or what everybody say, hey, now he's our no. Tomorrow, if he come out and start talking nonsense, we tell him that Biafra is more than you.
Did you hear that? Did you Biafrans listen to this idiot? He opened his useless, thinking, dirty gutter to say, without fear, that if Onyendu comes out and start talking nonsense, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu to them, to Jonathan Chinedu now, is nobody, because we IPOBs, we are also stupid. Because of our useless men, in fact, because we fail to reason, to use common sense. How could you be there? Because I know that people are living, are staying, people knows this man. They call Chinedu, Jonathan. People stays with him. I know that they see him every day because he's a street guy. He will come and speak about your leader, and you will not show him your anger. He opened his dirty gutter mouth to say that if man can come back tomorrow and start and talk nonsense, that Biafra does not belong to him. As this useless Jonathan Chinedu, since the Onye Nduma Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, what have you and your dogs have achieved? Tell them. Tell us one thing. No, it's not a challenge. Operation, tell us. Show us your result. Show us what you have done. Jonathan Chinedu, for the 3 years that Onye Ndu has been kept in prison, tell us one thing that you have achieved with your useless dogs and wives that will make Biafrans to abandon Onye Ndu and starting to follow you, useless Chinas and Woru, useless Chikedozie, useless story, all the useless uselity. You want us to abandon Onye Ndu and start following your stupidity. When for the past 3 years, you cannot show us anything. I said one thing. Jonathan Chinedu, and all the useless people that clustered around Onye Nduma Nnamdi Kanu, they could not tell us one good thing, one thing they are able to add to the struggle. Not one. I just said one. I didn't say two. One. You want to challenge me as Nnamdi Kanu? Yeah?
Nnamdi Kanu did this to gather us everywhere in the world. You don't know people that can also checkmate him. People or everybody say, hey, now he's our no. Tomorrow, if he come out and start talking nonsense, we tell him that Biafra is more than you.
If he start talking to come out tomorrow and start talking nonsense, we tell him to sit in the gutter. Say it the way you want to say it. If Onye Ndu come out tomorrow and start talking nonsense, we tell him to sit on the gutter. That is what this is what Chinas and Woru and Chikedos DM are breathing. Thugs. People that will challenge Onye Ndu when you come out tomorrow. This is what they are building.
Because the way things are going, we are not comfortable. How can Ejimako be initiating negotiation? Do you think Nigeria will say, okay, negotiation on what basis? What basis of negotiation do you think Nigeria? Nigeria, they have told him that you know the problem, renounce Biafra agitation. Now we will give you the way to do it. But with our people sentiments, can you detect it? That is a problem, and that is where the Nigerian government is counting, because they will give you a way to save your face if you agree with them. The only negotiation with Nigeria, as long as it's you that is begging them for negotiation. Normally, a freedom fighter, you're not supposed to beg them for negotiation. It is them that will beg you.
This is the false narrative that they are peddling. The last program I heard here, I told you, Biafrans, that Emeka gift or Echukwu Ohaji, Chibuze Guatu, who else? Isaiah Oba. These 4 clowns are being used to peddle falsehood against this whole thing about about this political solution. They change it, as you heard now from Jonathan Chinedu, that Onyendu is begging to negotiate. And I told you, Biafrans, the last time that it is a lie. If I had the video, I would have played the video. I didn't have the video. I told you, Biafrans, that in court, a barrister is like a pastor who mounted pulpits. Or rather, let me use IPOB. Let me use this. Let me use this IPOB code of conduct as example. When I have this, when I'm talking about anything that has to do with IPOB, the rules and regulations in IPOB, I quote IPOB code of conduct to you. When a barrister or a lawyer is in courtroom, he quotes the constitution of the land to the magistrate or the judge. Because you can't just come and talk something that has no basis in the constitution of that country. Everything you say must agree, signed in the constitution for you to use it and make meaningful progress in your case. For instance, Nigerian constitution is against extraordinary rendition, which Nigerian government already committed in this Mazen Kanu's issue. Now, there will come a time when the legal team of Mazen Kanu will point on that particular treaties that Nigeria signed. What happened in court the last time was a lawyer Jimako reminding Nigerian government and the judge that this case you see, it looks like you people does not have any way to prosecute this case. And if that is the case, have you forgotten that in this same constitution, in 174, whatever Nigerian constitution, made a provision that you can take this, in this case, both parties could take this step if this case is not going anywhere. There is no need for you to be here. You drag forward, I drag backward. Nobody's making headway. When there is already a provision in the Constitution of Nigeria that if it is like this, you cannot do it the other way. That was what Aloy Ejimakor said, quoted the law of the land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never begged for negotiation. He never begged Buhari, he never begged Tinubu, and he will never beg anybody for negotiation. But when you said that is different between making a suggestion and begging for suggestion. I mean, begging for the suggestion to be carried out. For instance, you are traveling to town from Parkland, and there is N1, which is long, and there is the other one from Marine Road, which is shorter. Now, a driver is about to undertake this journey, and the passenger made a suggestion. Why is it not better we take the Marine Road because it's shorter? It is different from please, driver, I beg you in the name of God or in the name of anything that you hold dear, that you worship. Please, I beg you, with my nails on the ground, take Marine Road, to town. When you make a suggestion, it is left for the person to accept, to take the suggestion or not. But this idiot, this Chinedu Jonathan, and his likes are here selling wrong narrative that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is crawling on his nerves, begging the Nigerian government to negotiate with them. Do you think that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to take that decision of dropping the agitation, that he needs your consent? Or do you think it will take him, all he needs is to tell them, I quit? The reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the SS dungeon is because he refuses to play balls with Nigerian government. He refused. Don't you think that negotiation has been going on for the past 3 years? Don't you think so? Buhari said it, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is proving stubborn. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agreed, and as it is now, if we had just said, call DSS boss and say, I want to talk to Tinubu because I want to sign out. I will stop. I won't continue again. Just prepare documents. Anything there, I will sign. I just want to get out of here. Do you think that it will take him 24 hours to leave that place? It won't. He will leave immediately. The reason why he is still there, the reason why we are still dragging it up and down is because he refused to shift ground. Any negotiation that has to do with termination of my agitation, I am not going to sign. I'm not going to be involved. The negotiation I want is this. Let every crime committed against me be. I will not pursue it. I will leave it. It's fine. That is the negotiation. But if it is drop agitation, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never do it. So this useless Jonathan Chinedu, who is accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already for something that he has not done, to me, it is an insult to every IPOB anywhere in the world. This is not only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's when someone disrespects Onyendu, he disrespects you. He disrespects me.
You. Oh, Mandela. I have studied Mandela's journey to the jail and out. Under several occasions, he was approached by the South African government.
What's up? No, why this thing keep skipping? Remember, he was talking about studying and following Mandela. You know, these people, what they have is
That time they came back is now. What basis of negotiation do you think Nigeria? Nigeria, they have told him that you know the problem, renounce Biafra agitation. Now we will give because the way things are going, we are not comfortable. How can a Jumako be initiating negotiation? Do you think Nigeria will say, okay, negotiation on what basis? What basis of negotiation do you think Nigeria? Nigeria, they have told him that you know the problem, renounce Biafra agitation. Now we will give you the way to do it. But with our people's sentiments, can you detect it? That is a problem, and that is where the Nigerian government is counting, because they will give you a way to save your face if you agree with them. The only negotiation with Nigeria, as long as it's you that is begging them for negotiation. Normally, a freedom fighter, you're not supposed to beg them for negotiation. It is them that will beg you. Oh, Mandela. I have studied Mandela's journey to the jail and out. Under several occasions, he was approached by the South African government.
okay. Okay, it's finished. Now you heard it. He is now trying to tell you that Mandela was a better freedom fighter. The comparison he is making here, he placed Mazen Kano in the same level category with Wazirike, who sold out the struggle. Now placed Mandela above Mazen Kano, telling you that Mandela was a better freedom fighter, telling you that Mandela did not sell out, that Mandela never begged for negotiation. And he claimed that he followed Mandela's Mandela's history. He forgot, like I said before, I made a statement here, and I said, the reason we are still dragging front and back with Nigeria in this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's issue, the reason we are still somebody is talking about political solution in this issue in this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime known to law. Several courts in Nigeria agreed with this. The Federal High Court in Aba, the one in Enugu, Supreme Court of Nigeria, and the Appeal Court of Nigeria. These four competent courts to the highest court of the land could not hold anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the Nigerian government is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not because at the end of the day they will sentence him to anything, because there is no basis, there is no thing that they could use to do that. He committed no crime. He simply was fighting for the liberation of his people. He was exercising his fundamental human right. He was exercising his right for self-determination. That is why Nigeria could not charge him of any bodily killing anybody or doing anything. They only charge him of speaking on radio. Now, I said that if Nigeria had anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Buhari government would have hurriedly concluded his case and sentenced him. If it is life imprisonment or death sentence, whatever he's agreed with whoever, for Nigerian government to continue to, up to this day, they are still dragging this thing up and down, dragging feet. They don't want to commence the trial. They don't want to leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They just want to keep him there. Now, remember that 3 months adjournment for the first time this year. Since this year, it has always been, since Barrister Aloy Ejimakor took over, it has always been 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. But now, they gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 3 months adjournment for him, his lawyer, and the government of Nigeria lawyer, I mean, the Attorney General, to intervene in this case. That was the reason this case was adjourned for 3 months, to give space to see if they can arrive on any political agreement on his freedom. Because even the court, the trial judge, does not know where to start in this case. She is confused, absolutely confused. That is why she said that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers and the Nigerian prosecution should go and meet the Attorney General for political solution. A trial judge suggesting, don't you think that there is nothing against this man? Then I said, that is the reason they could not sentence him, because he has not done nothing. If he had, they would have sentenced him long time ago. Buhari's government would have sentenced him. They wouldn't have leave office because they don't trust the incoming government. But at least they are sure that he has committed crime, and they will fasten it, quicken it, and make sure that they sentence him before leaving office. But because he committed no crime, he left him, dumped him in the prison, and went away. Today, someone is comparing the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with Mandela. Mandela was convicted. In fact, within a week, I don't know how long, but it's not far, that he was arrested and was convicted and sent to 27 years in prison, which he served. And on the conclusion of that sentence, the negotiation commenced. The South African apartheid government did not negotiate with Mandela when he was still serving. It was when his sentence was almost over that the negotiation comes, because they see, oh, this man is already out, finishing his sentence, and when he finished, they have nothing but to release him. And only then would they lose everything if they did not take that decision of negotiating with him. Mazi Khan has not been sentenced. Mazi Khan have not served any sentence. Do you think that if Nigerian government had sentenced him, that they would agree for any settlement? They will not listen to you. If they sentenced him, every door for negotiation closes. They will not listen to you. They won't. But this is what these imbeciles fail to understand. He's making a comparison that has no substance in it. Every time they talk about Mandela, they do not understand that while Mandela was inside, languishing in jail, that his comrades, the ANC, was busy dealing with the South African apartheid government. He will not tell you that. But ask this fool, Jonathan Chinedu, since 3 years that your leader has been inside, what have you done? What have your likes done? What have the people that's supposed to be standing for him, what have they done? They did nothing. Only to desert him, accuse him, made all manner of derogatory statements against him, insult his family, his mother, his late father, insult his father's throne, insult his siblings, and everything. This is all they could tell you they have achieved since Mazi Khan was rendition. But you see these people, you see Chinas and Ward, you see Chinedu, Jonathan, you see all of them, you see all of them will be put to shame when the time comes. I know that their shame has started already. Chibuze Guato has come out to disgrace them by telling them that the IPOB they are fighting is nothing. He won't continue. Chinas and Woru was their mouthpiece for this past 3 years. They used him as a weapon. They used him to get to people that they could not get to. They used Chibuze Guato as a weapon to fight against people. I was ashamed. There was a video he made. This actor Chibuze Guato, he made a video where he was faking his apologies. And when I knew that his apologies was false, when he started talking about, I'm not going to apologize to Simon Ekpa. In fact, all the autopilots should go to hell. That was when I knew, oh, this guy was talking jazz anyway. If you have not apologized to Mazi Simon Ekpa, you have not started. He said that the reason he's not going to apologize to Mazi Simon Ekpa is because everything he said against him was verified. He got them from his Twitter handle because he said he neutralizes Nigerian army, he neutralizes Nigerian police, he did that, but he forgot that he was accusing the same Simon Ekpa of being Nigerian agent. He forgot that he was accusing Simon Ekpa in things that he is not sure about. The same thing he said. You know, when you are when you see a non-entity, you know, when you see somebody who has no common sense, you know, he said that the idiot Darlington, as he the coach, was selling him wrong information, and he agreed that it was his fault for not verifying. Just like as I am here in the media, someone will call me and said, Maz, there is something I want to tell you. I will say, what is that? They start to tell me something that is not verifiable. I will not, I'm not going to do it. I need verification. That is why I fall out with people in this struggle. The reason why IPOB Western Cape Media TV fell out with some people whom we started with from beginning. The reason is they want to push us to engage in battle that we do not know the beginning. Remember that when you engage in something that you do not understand, you will fight forever and ever without end, because you do not even know where you're going. You don't know where you don't know where you're coming from. How would you know where you're going? When they want me, or when they want to use this platform, IPOB Western Cape, to open a front to attack people like Maz Simon Eba. We said no, we're not going to do that. Not in this platform. This platform, we are not going to attack anybody who did not do anything to us. If you say that Maz Simon Eba did anything, bring proof that what he did is wrong. Then the next minute we come here and talk about it. But you cannot come and say Maz Ebuchi. You must speak against Maz Simon Eba. For what? What did he do? But people say Guatu will be, someone will call him because he's a non-entity, he's empty. Someone will call him, put call to him, and tell him, oh, Maz, this person stole money. Like he was apologizing to Maz. I don't know. I don't understand that kind of apologies. It took you months and months and months to damage the name of Mazi Kano Takan, but it took you only 15 minutes to apologize. And the apologies was not real after all. When you are real, we know you are real. It's still a deceit, trying to deceive people so that the people believe, oh, Mazi Chibuze is a strong man. Look at how he's able to realize his mistake and apologize. If it is some people, they will never apologize. But look at him. He has come out. That is lies. When you are ready to apologize, you must apologize to everybody that you have maligned their names. All the people you have spoken ill about them. You must mention their names one after another. Mention the accusations, all the insults you label on them. You must mention each and every one of them and apologize to them for making such wrong assertion about them. That is how to apologize. You don't just come on social media and say all the people that are offended, I apologize. That is not acceptable. Chibuze Guatu did a lot of damages. A lot. He did so much damage in this struggle, in this family. And I did not blame him one. I blame Chinas Angoru. I blame Chike Doziem. I blame all these cabals in IPOBD, those who has given him the right to be destroying IPOB because they felt that they have destroyed enough. So now they contracted Chibuze Egbuat to finish the rest. But IPOB when you trying to destroy IPOB, more are springing up. You cannot destroy IPOB. All of you, you people cannot destroy this movement. And you people cannot stop the restoration of Biafra. Biafra will be restored. Oyenduma Azinam Dekano will regain his freedom. And nobody can stop that, not even Tinubu. I said it before. Tinubu is a Yoruba demon who hates Ndi Igbo so much. But in this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's too much for him to handle. He must leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why we ask him, as a commander-in-chief, to listen to the voice of reasoning. Forget about what you think about Ndi Igbo. Forget about the hatred. Forget about the envy. Forget about the jealousy in the heart of the Yoruba people against Ndi Igbo. Forget about all these things. We release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the right thing to do. Listen to the voice of reasoning. Listen to those people who are calling, who are persuading, those who are telling you to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu, listen to them for once and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is reason I said this. You get why. Release him. Because the point is that you cannot kill this ideology. I know it was a plan of the Zoological Republic to douse the tension that Biafran, through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, mounted on Nigerian government. So they plan to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, put him away for a long time, so that by the time that his followers look for him and could not see him, everybody will abandon the struggle. They do not remember that the Biafra you talk about is ideology, and nothing can kill ideology. We have given, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave birth to millions of children. That is why he said, kill how many people, do this, do that, Biafra will still come. You cannot stop the ideology that its time has come. Biafra is an ideology, and the time for it is now. And we will fight to restore Biafra. And no Jupiter can stop that. So I indulge the Yoruba demon, the president of the Zoological Republic, Tinubu, to listen to the voice of reasoning and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no basis keeping him there because he's committed no crime. He has done nothing that warranted this incarceration. You release those, you release Sondibo, you release Showere, You release the terrorists in Mieti Allah, but you refuse to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The other day, yesterday, a few days ago, there was suicide bomber that took the life of more than hundreds of Nigerian citizens. These are real terrorists, not IPOB. The terrorists are in the north. Agitators are in the south. And to agitate is not wrong. We only ask for what is rightfully ours. Give us what belongs to us. Give it to us. And we'll never bug you again. Give us referendum. Whatever the outcome, we accept. I've seen some of your misguided nothing youth who said that if referendum is called in Biafra, that Ndi Igbo will reject to exit Nigeria. Give us walk the talk. Give us the opportunity to give it a try. Let Ndi Igbo by themselves say they will still want to be part of Nigeria. At least for the first time, we agree to be part of Nigeria. Because when Nigeria was amalgamated, no Igbo son was part of it. So give us the opportunity to at least give our consent to be part of Nigeria. That is all Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB and every other freedom fighters as asking Nigerian governments to do. It's not a declaration of war. You don't take our lives for asking you to give us this opportunity to exercise our God-given right. But the point is that whether you give it to us in peace or you give us in pieces, the truth is that you must give us freedom because we ask for it. It is not, it is our right. It is not something that is out of reach. So Nigerian government should start listening to voice of reasoning. Let there be peace. Let there be solution. Let there be negotiation. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freed. Free him from detention. Enough of this torture. Enough of these human rights violations. Enough of dehumanization and enough of oppression that is going on against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let him go. And every other thing will follow. So that is it. So on this juncture, we come to the end of this program this evening. And I have been able to, I waited thinking that someone would muster the courage to call in today. But as usual, nobody has the courage to phone in. I don't know if Mazi Ebuchi is, if people are afraid of me to speak to me or what. I don't know what the problem is. Is it that people are afraid to speak to me? Because on what I can see on my my system, we have over 100 viewers viewing us now, and in this 100 viewers, nobody has anything to say. No contribution from anybody. No comments on commenting. Nobody's commenting. Everybody is listening only. Nobody is commenting. The likes are very low. We have over 100 people. The likes very low. It's quite a pity. Please, if you have not shared this program, share it. If each and every one of us should share this program this evening, we should have about double of what we have here. So share this program to all the platforms you belong. Share it in your Facebook, in your YouTube, share it in your Twitter. Wherever you are viewing us from, be there, share this program, let the program go far. Tag the terrorists, Tinubu, tag the idiotic Chinedu, Jonathan, tag Chinas and Woshi, tag Chike Dozia, tag all these people. They need to listen to this program. They need to listen. Because from this platform, we are able to bring something that is unique in our analysis. We have made a very, very big effort to make sure that we analyze every video or every information that we bring to you. We bring it to a very low state so that everybody will at least understand it. So if you are part of this family, IPOB Western Cape Media TV, the only thing you can do is to share and like our program. Comment. Call us. We said call in. We give you audience. Request for link. We send to you. You can come in and join us. We are open. This belongs to us. This is our own. So I thank you for listening to me this evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Thank you because I am glad that you are here. And like I will always say, we have never and we will never take you for granted. We want you to be part of this family. We want you to be part of this family because here we are building men that will be able to think, critical thinkers. We are able to build men who will see truth and recognize it. We are building bold and resilient people. We are building men who will join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and restore Biafra. We are here to remove from your system every traces of envy, hatred, and jealousy, greed. This is our mission. Because you have to, before you restore Biafra, you have to remove envy, hatred, greed, and jealousy. Then you are already living in Biafra. Thank you for your company this evening. Appreciate your time. And if Chukwu Okike Abia might permit, we'll be coming back again very soon. Maybe in a few days' time. But I know that if Chukwu Okike Abia might permit, before weekend, we are going to be back. So I thank you for listening this evening. May Chukwu Okike Abia permit supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. May he support you, equip you, strengthen you, preserve your life and the life of your family, your children, your wife, your business. And may he, through his mighty hand, remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS dungeon. May he touch the hearts of the stone and make it the heart of flesh. I mean that heart of the Yoruba demon, Tinubu, so that he may listen and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are waiting for the good news, and we know it is coming very soon. We all will rejoice again, and IPOB will boost and bounce back. And I also pray that Chukwu Okeabiama will continue to protect Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. That Chukwu Okeabiama will continue to give him the strength, the fortitude, the power, the authority that he needs to continue to push. Because, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, the mountains before him is huge. Before you, before me, before us. And we need strength, God-given strength, and the ability to be able to stand, the stamina to withstand this storm. Chukwu Okeabiama continue to draw men to Mazi Simon Ekpa, so that he will continue to surround himself with the real men. May he never allow any wicked men like Chinas Anworu and Jonathan Chinedu and Chike Doziem to come close to Mazi Simon. May he give him the choice men, the men of valor, so that he can be able to continue to fight until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. May Chukwu Okeabiama expose every enemy that has sneaked into him, as he has exposed all the enemies around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okeabiama also expose all the enemies around Mazi Simon Ekpa, because all the chaff must be separated wherever they are. Those in IPOB has been exposed, all of them, and those in Biafra Republic government in exile should and must be also exposed. And every enemy around you, you that is viewing me this evening, every enemies around you that is, standing as a friend, must be exposed. Chukwu Okeabiama should also expose your enemies so that you know them. Anybody that is against your successes and survival will never see the light of the day. He said, I thank you, Biafrans. May Chukwu Okeabiama preserve you. From me, from here, it is good night. Yeah.
Rising sun, we love and cherish. Speak.